Hey gang, it's Jay coming at you from the Hooch. We are talking body armor for the modern Minuteman today and some considerations for its use. I'm here today. I'm wearing a new carrier courtesy of AT Armor. This is their ASR carrier, the Active Shooter Response Carrier. It's set up really as a slick plate carrier, so you can use whatever type of plates in it that you want to, but it's designed to be layered upon. So you can wear it as is, or you can wear it with multiple setups on it as far as, different placards for wearing on it. So if you're running an AR platform, this is something, just a single placard that holds three mags works out really well for just clipping onto that and going. Similar, this is from Cridex, and then we have a similar carrier from Gomi Dynamics, their L Medio, that can obviously clip in there as well. But the other nice thing about a slick carrier is the ability to wear your existing chest rigs over top of it. Take for example a Type 56 Chi-Com chest rig. So this can be worn or layered over top of your body armor just by simply swimming into it, put it on, right? Tie it off in the back, and you have yourself a full chest rig. 3 mags up front. You have your individual cells on the sides for carrying, smoke grenades, radios, medical gear, firearm, cleaning kits, what have you. So you can put your magazines in there and you are good to go. So this is a setup that works out really nice, especially if you're out in the field, you're humping your plate carrier in your pack, but you're wearing your chest rig. This allows you to still be able to then take that chest rig off, put your armor on, especially if you're ready to go on the offensive versus being on the defensive, and layer up that way. So it's nice to be able to do that with your kits. Make sure you guys go to AT Armor and check out their plate carriers and body armor selection. The Hesco M210 plates are available there at their website, and Mike and the gang will make sure to take good care of you. But some considerations here when it comes to body armor, right? So when we're talking body armor, there's, unfortunately, in today's world, everyone wants a cool dude look, right? I mean, come on, let's face it. Everyone on Instagram, all the poser shots in their plate carriers out on the range, they have their helmets on, their night vision, just going, balls to the wall out on the range. Hey, great. It makes for great pictures. It really does. I mean, who doesn't want to do that, right? But really, your mission dictates gear. So, and what I mean by that is you really have to look at that threat or risk analysis and say to yourself, hey, if your threat analysis says that you need armor, then obviously you're going to armor up. What works for static defense or vehicle operations may not work in steep terrain or over long distances on foot. Long distance foot patrols or reconnaissance missions may not work for that. It may not be in your best interest. Something to really keep in mind, and a lot of folks don't think about this. Unless you've worn armor out in the field for long periods of time, your body kind of gives you the feedback on what the real scoop is here, and that's really going to come down to when you wear armor for long periods of time. You need to feed that effort of wearing it, right? Because now you're carrying an extra 10 pounds, 12 pounds. Maybe those of you who are running steel plates, you're carrying an extra 20, 22 pounds on your body. It's not breathable. So, you're exerting a lot of effort to be able to carry that on your body or working it in your body. So you're exerting a lot of wear and tear on that body. This means you got to consume more fluid. So it means you got to carry more water, or you have to look for more water stops or opportunities to replenish your water supply. You need to eat more foods. You need the calories for the exertion that you're putting out there for wearing armor over a long period of time. You need to take more rest breaks. If you're out on a foot patrol over long distances, guess what? You're going to be slower. You're exerting more energy. So that's going to mean you have to take more rest breaks. Plain and simple, you're going to have to. In warm weather, you're going to get heat buildup on it. I mean, wearing it, geez, oh man, I mean, just a few hours of wearing it, you're under exertion, you're sweating through the clothing that you have on already. So that's a very real issue. It happens very quickly. And then all of a sudden, then you become a liability because you're not able to take care of yourself, for replenishing those needs, for literally feeding your body, for carrying the extra weight of the armor. So those are really important things to keep in mind. So we have to make these rational trade-offs in our choices, and we have multiple constraints there, as I talked about, for taking into consideration. Um, Once you've decided to wear armor, you have to think about, and everyone says, MET-TC drives your choices. Well, it really does. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with MET-TC, I think most of you are by now, but for the new guys, really it's mission, enemy, terrain, troops, available time, and civilian considerations. So you have to take those things into consideration when making the decision, am I armoring up today or am I not armoring up today? What is my mission? Who's the enemy? What's the terrain like? What other people are available, or what other troops are available, your buddies. What's the time that I'm going to be in it, and what are my civilian considerations there? So that really is going to drive the train 100% of the time for deciding whether you're going to wear armor or whether you're not going to wear armor. So important points there. Is it vehicle operations? Is it long distance foot patrols? Are you in a mountainous environment? Are you in a jungle environment? You got to take all that stuff into consideration. Is it summertime? Is it wintertime? Important things to think about, right? So keeping that in mind, you want to look for plate carriers or armor that will be able to, and let's say armor, that's going to deal with the threat at hand, right? So everyone will say, oh, well, we need level 3 armor. No, we need level 4 armor. No, we need ceramics. No, we need steel. I have found, and this is just recently, and I've worn steel for years, and I finally went up to a special threat rated plate from Hesco, the M210. And some of the things I liked about that specific plate, and this is the same, actually, the M210s, I think it's the same plate that Risky's wearing, same plates that the Barrel and Hatchet guys are wearing. So it's people in the know out there in the community, they've really settled on this plate, and I think it makes that special threat plate really fits the modern Minuteman role the best, because it is designed to take care of M193. It's designed to take care of your M855s. So it's designed to take care of those threats, but it also will handle your AK rounds and your armor piercing AK rounds. So it's designed to take those hits from those threats that are in your area. So I think that special threat type plate really fills the most voids within the selection that's out there. This way you're not having to have, oh, I need this armor for this, or I need this armor for this. I think that special threat plate really comes down to where it fits the bill for most threats that you are most likely to encounter, and it does it in a lightweight package. I can tell you that in the setup that I have with front and rear M210 plates, you're at 10 pounds for both plates. It's not bad for the protection that it affords you. And I'm used to carrying steel, or wearing steel plates that weighed, I think with the carrier, with the plates, I was at about 22 pounds. So to cut that in half is just huge for your body. It makes a huge difference with that. So taking all that into consideration, that's my viewpoint on what I think is the best armor for that modern Minuteman role, but also how I feel about the considerations to that take place for you to consider when it comes to choosing whether you're going to wear armor or not. So is armor for everybody? Absolutely not. Does everybody need armor? No, not everybody needs armor. Totally, if you can run that MET-TC through your head and think about the pros and cons and what you're most likely to consider, and hopefully you guys have all been doing your area studies so that you have determined what your threat and risk analysis is for your area, you're going to be able to make an educated decision as to whether armor is proper for you or it's not proper for you. Totally, it's going to help answer that question for you a lot. It does truly drive that train. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. It's my talk on armor considerations for the modern Minuteman, and the type of plate carrier that I like to go with. My options for chest rigs to go on top of it for carrying ammunition, and then the type of armor I have decided to wear based on my considerations, my threat and risk analysis out there in my area, and what is deemed the most versatile for my area. So hopefully you guys can take that information, come to your own conclusions on that, and take it from there. But most importantly, more than anything else, it doesn't do you any good sitting in the closet gathering dust. You need to put it on and go put in the work out in the field. Go wear it. Go hiking with it. Carry it in your backpack. Practice with different ways of setting it up. The only ways you know of what works for you is by getting out there and putting it to work, experimenting with it. So that's all I got, gang. Thanks for following along. I appreciate you guys, and we will touch base real soon. Thanks. Be good.